guys, I'm Nisi. Welcome back to my channel, and if you've been following my journey on my DIY closet, thanks for following. So today we are going to do a DIY of a duplicate, a mini duplicate of the IKEA Lack Shelves. So this is the Lack Shelf, and I'm going to paint it in the end to be white to match my Alex Lemon desk from IKEA. So let's get started. What you're going to need is some wood. So what I did is I went to Home Depot and I asked for 2 long strips of wood. So they come 6 feet long, and I had the first board cut in half. So each one is 3 feet. So as you can see, this is 3 feet and this is 3 feet. And then I had another board cut, and I had them to do 6 inches. So they will cut it for you to exactly whatever specifications that you want. So I asked for 2 3-feet ones, and then the rest of the boards was 6 inches each for my shelves. Each board was $4.22, and then I purchased some screws. The screws were $2 and some change. And so we're looking at some 2 DIY IKEA mini shelves for less than $15. All right, let's get started, okay? So I've got my board here, and what I did is I've taken my ruler and I've gone down and I measured how far everything was, okay? So I put my 2-inch shelves here that I'm gonna have. And then I measured the distance in between these 2 shelves. And it was approximately 34 inches, okay? So once I did with the 34, I said, okay, let's divide that in half to have my middle shelf. And so my middle shelf is about 17 inches right here, and then I have another shelf here and another shelf here in the middle of those. So those are about 8 inches or so, give or take. So what I did is I have drawn my lines onto where I want to cut my holes in, so I know exactly where I am going to be punching my holes in with my drill. And I just have drawn the lines around both sides so you can see here. Now, for those of you guys who are perfectionists, you're going to probably want to pull out your measuring tape, and you want handy dandy tools, okay, to keep it level. I'm not a perfectionist, so I'm just glad that I'm getting this done. So this is how I do it. Then from there, I went down and I marked where I'm going to drill. So let's go ahead and get started with some drilling. What I'm going to do is, because I want to have it a little bit high so I don't drill into my carpet, so I'm going to put a little bit of height onto it. And you always want to know what size screws and drill bits you're going to need. So what I did was just kind of find a screw when I was in there that looked like it would be a good enough size to go through both pieces of the wood. And so this one is actually 2.5 inches long. And I didn't know what size drill bit I would need, but they actually had on the back that I should use a 1/8 inch drill bit. So I happen to have an 1/8 inch drill bit at the house, so I just stuck it in there. Now, this is my Black & Decker drill. So if you have one of these, that's perfect. You'll need some type of drill to drill the holes into the locations that you need it. And then I also have this little itty bitty one. I think I got it for like $9 from Walmart, and this is my screwdriver. You don't have to have this. If you have a manual screwdriver, that is fine. Or if you have the screw bit, after you drill your holes, you'll go back and forth putting the screw bit on here to screw it in. But I'm just gonna do, so let's get started drilling. Guys get to play with power tools all the time. So much fun. I got 2 more holes to go. right, so now we just need to go ahead and start putting the shelves on. So it's best if you start on the ends. That way it'll eventually hold its own weight. So I'll get started on that and then I'll come back when it's finished. All right, so as you guys can see, I put all 4 legs on now. So now I just have 1 leg left to put on. I didn't want to spare you guys, I wanted to spare you guys having to watch me do all of these, but I wanted to show you at least how to do one of them. So like I said, I've got my lines drawn, so I'm just going to squeeze my board up under there exactly where I want it. And I'm filling on both sides to make sure that it's kind of even on the sides. And I want to make sure I look and see, just a visual check. I don't need a leveler, but I want to make sure it looks kind of straight. So then what I'm going to do is, now that the brick is under there, well not the brick, but you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to drill a little bit, okay? Now I'm going to go ahead and put my screws where I just drilled. So what I do is I do screw a little bit in at a time, just a little bit to keep it, make sure it's not going to wobble on me when I go in with the power screwdriver. And so I just kind of hold it, make sure that it's going in straight. Now I'm going to use my power screwdriver. It was like 10 bucks, really cheap. It saves your hands a lot. Want to know what that song is in the background? That's Paradise by producer Carlos Felipe. All right. So they're all in now. I'm going to go back and I'll tighten up all the screws to make sure they're all tight, but this is our shelf and we will paint it. And I'm gonna set little knickknacks on it. Like, I got this from the Dollar Tree. It's supposed to be a lipstick holder. Right now I have my essential oils on it. But when I bring this in my makeup room, I'm gonna have my lipsticks in there. So it'll hold little stuff like this, whatever you want. While I've got you guys' attention, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So please like, comment, subscribe on this video, so you get notifications, or get the you guys know what I'm talking about. Hit the notification bell so you guys get notifications anytime I post a new video. Thanks for watching. This is our DIY mini IKEA dupe Lack shelves for less than $15 for both shelves. All I've got to do now is spray paint it, and I got some white spray paint for 97 cents from Home Depot, and that's going to finish off this project. So when we get it finished, I'll come back and let you take a look. So this is our finished shelf. It is a dupe. It's a mini IKEA Lack Shelf, and we were able to get it done for less than $15. Like I told you guys before, each shelf was $4.22. Each board, should I say, was $4.22. We had 2 boards. We had a pack of screws that was $2.10. So that's like, we're up to what? $10 right there for just the 2. And then I got a 97-cent can of spray paint, for white spray paint. So we're up to less than $15 for our DIY shelf. And what am I going to use it for? I got this little organizer from the Dollar Tree for $1. So I'm going to just put little knickknacks like this on here. Right now I've got my essential oils in here, but when I bring it in here to my makeup room, I'm going to go ahead and put my lipsticks in there. And this little shelf can hold all of these little knickknacks, and it's going to be so beautiful once I spray paint white. So I'll come back with that. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe.